Today I wanted to talk about self-care. For example, for me, there are periods of time in my life where I really neglected myself, whether it's exams or a breakup or moving the cities or countries or being a mom, becoming a mom, or loss, or many stages difficult stages we can come through where we need the most to take care of ourselves, but we usually neglect. I think only recently, when I became a mom and I had a lot of burnouts, I understood the importance of self-care and what kind of things we can do. And obviously I was discovering the things I can do for myself, which makes me feel nicer, refill myself. But there are many ways to feel better, to take care of yourselves, and only you know what works best for you. When I was a child, my mom and grandma used to give me lots of back massages, and my grandma used to have long nails. So is my mom, but my grandmas were very hard in a way, and I always asked her to do me scratches, and I loved that so much. When I moved to UK, I asked my husband to do feet massage, and at the beginning he was really bad at it, rubbish. It was like soft touches, and I need some rough, tight brushes. And maybe that's the reason I don't go to massages here, because for me they're just not hard enough. I don't feel the enjoyment. I need to be pressed quite firmly to feel yes, it's good. So he developed a massage skill, and now when he's free in the evenings, he always give me, we call it some touches, but it's kind of a massage, and this is really helps me to relax and unwind. And it's not the same when you do it to yourself. You just, I don't know, your feet don't recognize your fingers. They're no, this is not a proper massage. We need external fingers, Another tip is having a bath. I don't have very often baths, but when I do make an effort, and I think the more effort we put to a thing or an action we want to take pleasure of, the more we enjoy, because from preparation stage we're already putting ourselves to a proper, state of mind. So don't rush it. I usually put some music, instrumental or soundtracks. Then I put some candles, just tea light candles. Then I put some magnesium salt. If I have a bath salt or bath bomb, I put it there too. And then you dive in and you just relax and enjoy. And I'd like when it's a bit darker, like dimmed light or just no light and just candles, and it is so nice, trust me. Or try to have a bath with your partner. It's a bit tight for me now with my being pregnant, and I'm quite big, but we still have it. But I enjoyed it more when I was a bit more slimmer and you have more space. But what I love about it, that you have a quality time, you enjoy one-to-one conversations, you're all relaxed. It is just nice to have a bath together. Staying in touch with friends and family, it's a must-have. I think I've never been that close with my family before I moved to the UK. I never appreciated our relationship, and I think I was quite hard on my mom. Maybe it was also the transition, becoming a teenager and then moving away to the university. But once I moved the countries, I understood the preciousness of the bond you have with your family and friends. And a lot of my school and university friends, they live in different countries, and obviously when you move countries, it's harder to make friends. So the friends you had before, you either lose connection altogether, or you bonded so much, and that gives you enormous strength. I share everything. I think it's a part of my personality. I'm just very open to people I know, to people I trust, and they trust me back, and I love that about it. It's big part of my life, of my personality, of how I overcome difficulties in my life, or difficult situations or periods. Sharing everything with my partner, with family and friends. Another one is going for a walk alone. If you live near nature, this is ideal. I kind of do, but for now, for me, it's a long walk. But I used to go, or I just go for a run, for example, which I don't do now. But we all live closer to, I don't know, a little park or local park. Just go there by yourself and yes, enjoy this moment with yourself and nature. It recharges you so much. We don't understand why, sort of like it's just a passive relaxation in a way, just wandering around, but usually we just don't have thoughts, you know, we just observe what it is around us. We observe, we hear noises, and I think this helps us to just let all the background noise, the gray noise, let's say, go away and vanish, and let us just be present. And maybe I would add to this, if you have a big window or a window, I don't know, and you see some sky, I love watching skies, clouds passing by, or just like sunset, sunrise, whatever is happening during the day. And or you can watch a tree or a water or fire or candle, all these like natural things when we observe, because they're naturally moving. We're not predicting, we're just observing, you know, what's happening, and this occupies our mind, and at the same time we don't have kind of energy left to worry about something. This is why if you're quite stressed and you focus on one thing and you'll notice your breathing will become slower, and you just become a relaxed person. So this is another self-care tip. Home cooking. I love cooking. I think I might even do a whole video about cooking and what I put into it. Never cooked before. The same way I've never done before so many things. But then, yeah, I became adult, independent, and lots of things picked up by me. But yeah, home cooking, and I'm talking about not this like rushed 30-minute window cooking and you just throw everything, you chop everything and just like, yeah, meal is ready, and you're like, oh my god, I'm hungry. No, cooking slowly. You know, when I always cook to my family, I'm the only cook, because I love cooking, it gives me pleasure, and I like the way I cook. The taste, I don't like how my husband cooks, so it works in our family. And usually I ask, what's the secret ingredient that gives this beautiful taste? And usually it's cheese. Obviously cheese will save any dishes, but the true one is I put a lot of love, I say to my family, and I think it's true. If you cook with love and intention and thinking about like, yes, I'm making this meal for myself, for my kids, for my husband, for my guests, for my friends, you in a different mood, and you enjoyed it so much more. And again, you put some music, the warmth you get from the stove or the oven, it's beautiful. And the whole process, you try here and there, and you're like, you're creative, you become a creative person. You're like, I need more spice or more salt or more water or more whatever like things you need to put, and it's beautiful because at the end there's a result and you enjoy it. And I think cooking is a self-care, but the cooking which I explained to you, not the one which we rush. Yeah. And this one, I recognize the strength of it only kind of last, call it 2 years, but recently, like this year, it became like extremely pleasurable. It's cuddles, especially cuddles from my son. He's in a stage when he asks for it. He will be like, cuddles, 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 and it's not like a quick cuddle, like chick, and you go. No, it could be like literally like 3 minutes. And you know, when you're not rushing it and you cuddle for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, it's a long time. It's just beautiful. You don't think about anything at this time. It's just you holding your baby. You're hearing the heartbeat. You're hearing the, I don't know, breath. It's kind of united with you, and you stroke their heads, or you tickle their toes and you hear a laugh, or you stroke their back and you just feel how their little hands just all around your neck, and they're holding you so tight. And yeah, this is the best thing ever, one of the best things mother can experience, and I love them so much. I know they're not gonna be forever this time, so I cherish it very, very much. And whatever day you had before, like, all these things just cure you immediately. There is a research, you need to have cuddles like 8 times a day or something. But again, there are cuddles, could be just like a quick ones, yeah, with your colleagues, friends, but those long ones, or for example, when you cuddle your partner and you just snug up like a big and a small spoon in the sofa, this is also very nice. But those cuddles with your kids, they're level up. There's so much love in them. I just wish everyone to experience it. And he cuddles the same way his daddy as well, but mainly mama. The last one is the quality time with your partner, for sure. Although when you have kids, it becomes a challenge, and we still figure around because yeah, there's always work, there's life, and it became very hard to have quality time. But before, it was our part of our life, which brought us joy, and it still brings when we have it, but it's just more harder to find time. But if you don't have kids, please do enjoy it and spend as much quality time as you can and want with your partner. Laugh, do lots of experiences, new experiences together, try things, discuss things, express your feelings, talk about your feelings, try to understand your partner's opinion. I prepared some other bits which I try to do, maybe not weekly, but some days I do religiously, daily, every day, and you'll see which one. I'm taking you to my other tips on self-care, but on a video format. So see you later and enjoy the watching.
Coffee, coffee, coffee. I adore you. Especially flat white with oat milk. During my first trimester with my second baby, the smell put me off so much that I felt like I lost all the pleasures on earth. My taste buds are back to normal, and I enjoy the coffee again. I like to drink it very slowly, savoring the sips, noticing how nutty taste matures and then leaves the coffee taste in your mouth. I love the shape of my mugs as well. It perfectly fits my hand, and the warm scent brings your attention back to your body. It gives me so much joy to drink my cuppa, and I like to drink it with my friends as well. But when you're involved in a conversation, you easily lose the sense of your body and mind. So when I drink it alone, it's a ritual. I just connect with myself by noticing what thoughts it brings to my mind and senses to my body. I've never been a beauty expert. Even now, I don't put much makeup on, but it became part of my routine to clean and nourish my skin. These are the products I use on a daily or weekly routine. In the mornings I usually start with a gentle wash, then followed by serum and moisturizer. Evenings is pretty simple as well. I'll use the wash, then one of the products I mentioned, and followed by moisturizer. A few times a week I do a massage for my face. I haven't noticed major changes, but it brings me joy, so why not? Exercise was always a big part of my life. I love running, I like going to the gym and yoga classes, but being pregnant limits my ability to move as I get tired very quickly. I also constantly have lower back pain, which brings me some achiness to my legs, so you know. But I try to do pregnancy friendly and lower back relief exercises daily. It's like brushing the teeth to me now. Another self-care thing I do is meditation. Timings depend on how I feel. It could be 10 to 40 minutes, whatever you feel like. I start with some deep breaths and then just focusing my mind on one thing, and I bring it back over and over and over and over again. When you open your eyes, you inevitably want to sit still for a couple of minutes and just observe things around you. It's a beautiful window as you literally don't have any thoughts in your brain. And the last thing I wanted to mention is reading. If you pick a book you enjoy, you know it takes you to many places and your imagination lit up with colors.